Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Let me get a little closer. Okay. Hey, how are ya? Welcome to Afternoon Delights with America's funniest handyman and my little friend. This is just a pointer. That's all it is. I figure if you're going to point to things, then you might as well be a little bit fun about it. Anyway, today I'm coming to you to talk about hammer drills. And I'm also here to talk about my Sunday morning show. If you haven't seen it, it's called House Calls with America's Funniest Handyman and Friends. And it's live on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. And we take phone calls from everybody, anybody who wants to call in and ask me or whoever's on the, and who is ever on the show, any question at all. Hopefully it's home improvement related. And I really want you to send me all of your most difficult questions. You can also email them in and reach out to me like that. Now that I'm past 1,000 subscribers, woohoo! I'm past 1,000 subscribers. Isn't that amazing? I'm still going, and now that I'm over 1,000, I think that gives me the ability to talk to you guys a little bit more. Like we can interact more. I can email you or stuff like that. I'm not going to email you a bunch of bullshit. I am not one of those guys that is going to start hitting you up to take my classes. This is my classroom, these videos. I'm consider this public television, except that you have to watch YouTube commercials and stuff like that because I'm just giving my information away. Speaking of which, how about we do this today? Let me go gather my stuff. Okay, so I have a rock, which everybody knows beats scissors, but not paper. I have a brick, and I also have a piece of concrete, because I'm going to show you guys how a hammer drill works differently in all of these different types of material based on how hard and soft they are, and on whether or not you can actually use this thing. Okay, so what is a hammer drill? And how does it work? Okay, a hammer drill is basically a drill that holds a drill bit. Drill bit removes material for you inside of something that you want to place a fastener or a screw into. A hammer drill drills, and inside the drill there's a little mechanism that's constantly giving it a vibration that's hitting this little spatula. See that little thing on the end of the drill bit. None of this is really doing anything. This little guy on the end is doing all the work inside whatever substrate you're trying to drill through. So if you try to go too fast, you're infusing heat into here. You're putting way too much heat into this area, and this little thing will just melt and deteriorate inside the rock. So you need to let the hammer drill do the work, okay? Let the drill do the work. Don't push it. Don't push it. Don't. You're going to burn the bits, and it's not going to work. This one drill bit should drill hundreds of holes, honestly, if you're not pushing too hard. So, let me show you the softest first. This is brick. And as you can see, it's like butter, right? It's like butter. It just went right through it. Look, I can even see you guys. So that's brick. Brick is nice and soft. Next thing I'm going to show you is a piece of concrete. This is actually an old piece of concrete. The reason I'm doing this episode right now is because I put this door in yesterday, and everything behind the door is masonry. So I have to screw everything into a bunch of different kinds of masonry. I have some concrete, I have some rock, and I have some brick. So every time I put a screw in, I have to use a different level of patience, and I might have to use a different length or width of fastener. And I'll give you more tricks on that in another video. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to get in on the drilling the holes. Let's just stick to drilling the holes right now, okay? So notice I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the drill. that vibration? That's like a little, it's like a little prisoner trying to break out of prison. He's just hitting the hammer over and over. As you can see, that's drilling a little bit of a hole there, but not nearly as quick as the brick. Okay, so if you drill through brick and then you come to this, you slow the fuck down. Just slow down. Don't push too hard, man. Anytime you come up against any force in the world, whether, I don't care, it doesn't matter if it's a person, a place, or a thing, any force that you come up against that's really giving you resistance, whatever that thing is telling you to slow the fuck down. All right, sorry I'm dripping sweat out here. It's as sweaty as a ball sack. Which is funny because myself and the homeowner were actually thinking about trying to get ball sack placed on the humidity scale somewhere, you know? Like once things are between 80 and 90%, maybe that's like, hey, today it's going to be, cloudy with a chance of chance of rain, and the humidity is going to make it all the way up to ball sack. So put some powder on. Okay, this is stone. Pretty sure this might be a piece of granite, but I'm not sure. The only reason I think it's granite is because there's a lot of granite in this area where I work. So as you can see, I already drilled a hole on Facebook earlier, like 10 minutes ago. So I'm doing the same thing on YouTube, and I'm doing it on Facebook every single day right now until until maybe a long time, man. I like doing this. This is really fun. Okay, drill hole in the granite and let's get the fuck out of here. As you can see, it's going much slower than even the concrete. So, slow down. That's it. So, that's how you use a hammer drill properly. I hope you listened. That's the key to taking lessons from me, is you got to actually listen and put it into use. Don't just get yourself on the job site and be like, yeah, I can listen to that guy. You know, if I just push really hard, this will get done way faster. That's it. Thanks, as always, for letting me bring a whole lot of experience and a trickling of sweat and a little bit of humor. Yeah, a little bit of humor onto your job site. America's Funniest Handyman. And just to prove to you that I'm on a job site, I'm going to go put this back on my truck and get back to work. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.